Man, quit barking. You chilling. Let's do a cold start video on this van.
Many hours later.
Had to get the trusty, not yet rusty 4Runner out to save the piece of shit van again. Promaster van here. Emergency brake issue. You've probably heard of it. I've already paid $30-some to fix the passenger side. Now it's the driver's side. I'm going to show you what it looks like in there and what to do when you do it yourself, so you don't have to pay him $4,000 for a brake job. I'll throw that in a minute. Alright, so you're going to have to use a 22. Take off your bracket. You'll need a T40 for the caliper bolts. Important tools. Alright, we got it. I'm not going to fight for it. Alright, we got all the important tools out here. We got the van jacked up. Get ready to pop the hood so we can open up the reservoir cap. The cap open, I'm going to pull back on each of these, drain a little bit, get some space. We're going to take a caliper and a bracket off. I'm going to pop this off right here at the pry bar and get in there to see what kind of damage we got. Get some space in there. I've got that space in there, it'll move freely. And we can go ahead and remove these with the T40 Torx. I'm busy, buddy. Ain't got time for all this. Here, get over there and play with it. That went pretty good right there. Just loosen that right there. Do the bottom one down here. You might need your extension that's beveled on the end or swivel head or something, because it's got that bar in the way. You want me to throw it or not? We'll drop it. Knock it down, jack off here. I gotta put that with the important tools. With that, I got these loose ready to come out. Just ready to come out. And we'll take this off and we'll hang it. I had to go get a zip tie and throw the ball for Spark. We're gonna find somewhere to hang this up. Got two big zip ties. I just run one through this, hooked one around the mount there, and it'll be all good to go. Keep it up out of the way. So we're gonna pull off the bracket now, and we're gonna pop this off. Had to use a wrench on this other one because all I had was a deep well, and it won't fit because this stabilizer. Them are loose. We'll have the bracket off. Alright. With that out of the way, we are on to this. Put this right in there. Put that right in there. We're gonna pop that off for you. There's that. Well, sorry, I gotta cut the video every now and then, my fellers. It's just me and my buddy here, and one hand in the cell phone. So anyway, we're gonna pop that right there off, and then that's a big boy socket. That's a 1 13/16 socket. Oh yeah, that's a 1 13/16 ratchet. That's a 1 13/16 socket. That's a big one. You might have to work on that a little bit, getting that loose. Yeehaw. That's how we do her. Now we're gonna get this thing right here off our, whatever that thing's called. Well, if yours is anything like mine, it'll take a little persuasion to get off there, and every little piece of it will come with it. Stuff like this. Yeah, that's a $300 part. Where's that other one? That one? It's a $200 something part. Look at this one. $200 and some. I'm gonna flash some pictures for you right here. You'll see. You know how much that thing, I don't need that, but that's higher than hell. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at. Let me tell you what I'm getting ready to do. An E-delete. Yeah. It's free, it's going back on, and I'm going to work. Ain't nobody needs an e-brake. Look right there. Oh, $5 scotch. What causes this is the e-brake gets hung, froze, stuck, whatever. Mine did it in the winter time. That's when I had the most problems. I paid a bunch of money to have the other side fixed, like I don't know, almost $4,000. I'll link a picture in here or just flash one in, whichever. It cost me $4,000 to fix the other side, $3,600, I believe it was. This one, yeah, it's damaged. It's tore all up. And I'm gonna order some parts. It'll be about $600, maybe $1,000. I mean, $800, because these parts are high if you buy them from the dealer. But honestly, I don't really need it. I mean, for the money it's worth, you guys do what you want. But I've got 160,000 on it. I've been driving it for 8 years. I'll scotch it. That's what I'm saying. I'm done with it, boy. Put it back together and I'll order the parts when I get ready to fix it. I gotta drive this thing to work. So that thing's on there pretty good. This is on there pretty good. I mean, it's scored in and everything. You got to punch them back out so you can turn it. But I used a big old jack handle to help me with that. So you got about a $100 bar, but yeah, it'll take a little bit of manpower. I only weigh about 135. You're killing me. All right, so tighten that up real good, mash him back in there, and you don't have no worries with that. Hold on, buddy. Hold on a minute, man. We're busy over here. Go on. We'll put the bracket back on, get them tightened up. We'll put the caliper back in, or the rotor, yeah. We got the bracket back on, tightened down with your 22. I'm gonna cut these right here loose and mount it back, put the pads back in there. All right, so get these all tightened up and we'll be back on the road soon enough. We'll snuck them down with this little guy. Got him. All right, we got those all tightened up. Everything's ready to go. I'm gonna put the wheel back on it after putting this little guy back in. He's important. There we go. Got our little cute cappies back on. Good to go there. It's a pretty big tire right there for a little fella. It's back on. I'm getting ready to drop it off the jacks and I'll check my timestamp to see how long it took completely. The jack stands, there's what come out of it. All them pretty little parts. And it's about $1,000 worth of parts. I'm about decided I'm just deleting it together. We had a T40 Torx. Need a 1.13 inch. I think you'll have to have a 1-inch drive for that. We'll do the wheels, the bracket. You'll need some pry bars and stuff. Big jack handle, something to entertain your dog. Jack stand for safety, and then maybe a Red Bull. That's about it. Big old something to punch your things back into your big nut. There it goes across the axle. Screwdriver to pry your brakes apart. We'll put the cap back on this, and I'm gonna set it down and see if it's mobile. Let's see if all that'll go away once it cycles and stuff. I'll let you know if that'll cycle and if it keeps giving me the warnings. We're gonna get in and check it out, Spart. To get your brakes pumped up before we had everything pushed back, it takes a minute to get them going. We don't need that anymore. In reverse, but I had fixed my brakes, pump them up, and well, that's what happened. We lost it. It's all good. It's mobile for sure. Take it right down the road here, check it out, see if these codes reset. Brake or not, this thing's back on the road, Spart. We brake delete, and I'm not paying them $3,000, and I'm not buying $1,000 worth of them cram parts, you know. I like the van, but I've had to do a lot of things. That's both sides of the brakes, along with a whole bunch of other stuff, really. A little hammer for you. Well, it's giving me the codes still. I didn't go but maybe 1/8 of a mile, turn around and come back. But I'll update maybe in the comments something, tell you if that ABS and ESC went away. Hill holder and all that. But it usually does, because, I mean, there's nothing back there. It's not got anything to do with nothing but a parking brake. And I've still got one side, so it's all good. Really, that little plastic thing wasn't nothing but temporary anyway. This right here for a carpenter. Look at that. That's a man scotch right there. Good rubber one when the van got smashed up by the semi and it got took out of it by the shop there, I reckon. But that's a good test to show you that when it gets going on it a little bit the weight, it'll just bust one of them, because all I done was thought I had it in forward, I had it in reverse, barely backed up, trying to get my brakes pumped up. But we'll get another one of them good hard black rubbers. Done, ain't we, bud? Look here, you know that van job couldn't have been done without that right there. Hey, quit barking like that, man. You chill it.